Hello, everyone. How is everyone? How are you all doing? You all well? You all feeling good? Feeling fresh? After the game yesterday? How are we all feeling? 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 Okie dokes. Yep. Audio's working fine. I've checked that out. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We're going to be live for about 20 minutes, half an hour, just looking at the game yesterday. We'll be doing this after every game now, so every Sunday and every probably Wednesday we'll be doing something like this. Probably about 3 o'clock because live lessons, and some of you will be at school. A lot of you will be doing live lessons as well, I imagine, work, all that sort of stuff. So you might be able to see in chat that there's an awful lot of messages from me. That's what we're going to look at today. Lucas Manfab's comment, I found out Richie was out for the season on Monday. We'll get on to that from you, Lucas, mate. For those who don't know, looking at chat, Lucas is Richie's not grandson, flipping heck. Nephew. He's Richie's nephew. Hi, Joe. I respect how did Brennan Johnson start for Lincoln yesterday, says Owen Armitage. Brennan Johnson did start, and it was a very even game. He wasn't too involved. He was quite quiet, I thought. Caden, Cape United, says, how are you, mate? I'm very well, mate. I'm very, very well. We'll have a look at the results, actually, from last night in League One. And we'll just see how everyone got on. So, why are they all so spread out? Right, that's Monday. Okay. Right. Right then. So we're starting off with, as I've just put in chat there, we're talking about other results from yesterday now. We are starting with Accrington Stanley versus Plymouth. Plymouth beat Accrington Stanley 1-0 at the Wham Stadium. Niall Ennis scored the only goal in that game. Northampton were defeated 1-0 by Wigan Athletic at the PTS Academy Stadium. Callum Lang got the only goal of the game there. Blackpool versus Burton was postponed last minute due to the snow. Portsmouth beat Swindon 2-0. Ellis Harrison and Ronan Curtis grabbed the goals for Portsmouth in that game. Rochdale were beaten 4-1 by MK Dons. So in that game, MK Dons took the lead through Matt O'Reilly. Then Matthew Lund levelled it for Rochdale. Then MK Dons finished the job in the second half as Zach Jules, Scott Fraser and Cameron Jerome grabbed the goals for them. Most importantly for us, Doncaster were beaten 3-1 by Fleetwood Town. Secret agent Dan Batty. It's what he does. He's played 2 games for Fleetwood. He's got man of the match in both of them. Secret agent Batty. I hope he has a shocker when he comes to the K-Cop, though. I can't lie. Then Shrewsbury beat Sunderland 2-1. Aidan O'Brien gave Sunderland the lead in that one before Ethan Ebanks, Landell and Harrison Chapman secured the win for Shrewsbury. Caden, mate, if you're still on the stream, Caden's side Peterborough beat Ipswich 2-1 at the Western Homes Stadium. We've got so Ipswich took the lead. It was James Norwood who gave them the lead. Then Johnson, Clark Harris and Joe Ward brought it back for Peterborough. Brought it back for the Posh. Then Bristol Rovers lost 2-0 to Oxford United. It was Elliot Lee and former Man City man Brandon Barker who got the goals for Oxford in that game. In terms of League One tonight, there ain't any. So the table as it stands now is what the table looks like heading in to the next game week in which we play Franchise FC MK Dons. So I'm just going to put in chat what we're going to have a look at now. The league table. Now, if I can hopefully share a screen this time, because in case you were in the stream pre-match yesterday, it didn't go very well sharing one of these. Has it worked? Has it worked, people? Can you see the league table? Can you see the league table? Let me know in chat if you can. Can you see the league table in the chat? It's worked. Get in. So, Lincoln lead on 52 points. We've got the same goal difference as them. They've got a game in hand and they are 3 points clear. We're in second on 49. Then following us behind is Peterborough, who have jumped from fifth. Oh, I think it's fifth. If I just check my preview graphics from the last game. No, they jumped from fourth. Peterborough jumped from fourth up to third. They're on level points with us now. We play them pretty soon as well. It's a midweek game when we travel to the Western Homes. And Portsmouth stay fourth. They're 1 point behind us. Both of those sides have a game in hand on us. Doncaster, still with 3 games in hand. They're 1 point behind us. And they slip down to fifth. And then it's Charlton in sixth. And we'll get on to what happened to one of their players out on loan in a few moments. Sunderland still sat in seventh after their defeat. Accrington Stanley still in eighth. Oxford rise, I believe. Is it rise? Yes, Oxford rise from 11th down to up to 9th, pushing pushing Crewe and Ipswich down. Fleetwood climb from 15th up to 13th, and the relegation zone still looks like this. Wigan are on the cusp of breaking out of that relegation zone now. Burton's still quite adrift with Northampton, Swindon, Wigan, Bristol Rovers, AFC Wimbledon and Rochdale all within 2 points of each other. It is very, very spicy at all ends of the league table. So, how did each player perform then? So, we'll start with Matt Ingram. Ingram didn't really have much to do because we were on top for the majority of the game. But, you know, what he did well. So, solid performance from Matt Ingram. Louis Coyle, he was very solid at right back. He's a lot more defensive than Emmanuel is. But I think Emmanuel's still the better player. The records show that with Emmanuel in the team, we are a better team. We have more about us. Then the two centre-backs now. Jake, we'll start with Reece Burke. Reece Burke didn't really do anything wrong. Couple of off passes, but defensively very solid. Jacob Greaves, I don't know what he was doing just on the stroke of half-time. As much as I love Greavesy, he's my boy. However, Greavesy, he asked for a pass just on the stroke of half-time, where our defence is right on the halfway line. They've got players running about us. Greaves, he goes to ask for the ball from Louis Coyle, then last minute pulls out of it, which then allows Brennan Johnson to break through. But luckily, Reece Burke does some fantastic defending, so a little bit of a let-off there for Greaves. First real mistake he's made that's nearly cost us something this season. Callum Elder up there with the best player of the night. He was getting up and down. A lot of the stuff we were doing was coming from him. He was moving up and down the wing like he normally does. Solid performance by Cal. Honeyman, we're just not creating enough. We're not creating enough. That does boil down to George Honeyman, who's our main creative outlet in this team. Well, our main creative midfielder in this team. So he needs to sort of pick it up a little bit if we're going to come back. But Greg Doherty, however, was absolutely excellent. Greg Doherty was absolutely excellent. He's hitting real form. He was all over the place, constant pressure, didn't let up, and nearly grabbed a goal as well if it wasn't for a brilliant block by Joe Walsh. The smallest of touches it was, but just denied the dock. Dan Crowley, he didn't get far forward enough to really affect the game, I thought. I've just got an email here from my teacher. Let me check this. Oh, she sent a picture of the school in the snow. Oh, right. But yeah, Crowley, he did nothing. In the centre of midfield, when he's got to get up and down with Honeyman and Doherty, because we're used to playing with Smallwood as the anchor, as the defensive midfielder, who will sit and do the dirty work and can come up and down with those three. When Crowley's more attacking, and he's still got to do that job, he can't get in the game. So for me, Crowley's better out wide, but if we played with a defensive midfielder, two central midfielders, and then an attacking midfielder in Crowley, as I said in my wanted 11, maybe he could be a little bit more effective in what is his natural position. This one raised a few eyebrows when we saw it. I said in the pre-match stream that this man was a right back, Coyle was CDM, Crowley on the right wing, Lewis Potter on the left. No. Josh Emmanuel on the right wing. He's definitely got the attacking capabilities to be there. Again, Emmanuel didn't really stand out. He did a couple of good things, but the whole team just seemed a little bit out of form at the minute. So, yeah. Anyway, Keane Lewis Potter, he was involved in the game so much. And that was really the downfall. Keane Lewis Potter, 28 seconds in, he hit the crossbar. That was brilliant. I was expecting Keano to have a lot. But the stats don't lie about Keane Lewis Potter. He's not scored a league goal since the 31st of October. That must be playing on his mind. And when he started the way he did, he looked as though he was going to get a hatful. If he played the rest of the game the way he played that first 28 seconds, it'd have been brilliant. He had so many chances, just spurned them. When Alex Palmer passed it straight to him, he should have scored there, but he took it too early. Maybe just a little bit of inexperience there, a bit of pressure coming to him, because very rarely you get opportunities like that. But Keano, very unlucky. And maybe getting too involved in the game was what ruined it for him. Josh McGuinness now, absolute donkey. Yes, he played Lewis Potter through in the first 15 seconds, but his job, right, is to hold the ball up, head stuff, chest stuff down, and get it out to the wingers. After the first half a minute, he did nothing of that. He didn't do any of that at all. He couldn't trap a ball all night, couldn't jump. Yes, he's still probably not 100% after having COVID, But Jesus Christ. And Malik Wilks now, again, didn't really do anything when he came on. It was very much just lump it up to him, and that was when the game was getting very scrappy in the later stages. Malik, obviously McCann said he's having personal issues and things like that. You don't let that out to the media. I've said that before. But Malik, again, he's not scored in 5 now. Everyone needs that little boost. And battering Franchise FC at the weekend could really give us that. And Regan Slater didn't really do anything, to be fair, did he? He came on 82nd minute, I think it was, because we needed a goal. We need a goal, and we're bringing on Regan Slater. Have a day off. Have a day off. To quote Mr. DT, work that one out. Anyway, we're going to have a look at a few stats now then. If I just reshare this. Has that worked? Has that worked? Can you see the stats screen? Let me know. Let me know if you can see the stats. I'm going to assume there's a little delay. Anyway, on my display, that's brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, a load came in at once. So then, looking at this, bit of a comprehensive run through. Little ad for Papa John's and Mitre on the side. We had more possession. We won a lot in the air, which does beg the question: how much of it was McGuinness? My guess is as good as yours. Again, the passing tells you all you need to know. We were very accurate. We were building from the back. We were passing well. But that 15 shots, not a single one on target. To be fair, Lincoln only had 1 on target. However, right, McCann said that we didn't need a striker because it got to the point in the January window where we couldn't get one. Now, I think those stats, against Burton, we had 7 shots, none on target. This game, we had 15 shots, none on target. That's 22 shots without a shot on target. That is absolutely brilliant. Only Hull City could manage that. Only Hull City could manage that. So, let's take that off. And now we'll have a little look at the skipper out for the season. And then we'll get on to what Okay, we back. We back. I hope we're back. Okay, I think we're there. Anyway, yeah, small one out for the season. Medial ligament damage in his knee. So, gutted to lose the skipper. He was on a bit of a poor run of form, but the entire team was. The entire team is on a bit of a poor run of form at the minute. And with both him and Alfie Jones injured, Alfie Jones should be back pretty much next week. But for now, and for the here and now, this is a massive chance for Jordan Flores and Regan Slater and maybe even Max Clark to step up. And yeah, Max Clark in now. We'll touch on that actually. Max Clark in now. The reason Max Clark won't play for the next few weeks is because he's not played for ages at Vitesse. So he's going to need about another week, 2 weeks to get back up to where McCann wants him to be match sharpness wise, and then he'll be there. And then he can come in, play wherever. So, let's have a little look at some of your comments. Again, Max Clark were there. To be fair, when we need a striker, I wouldn't bring. When we need a goal, right? I wouldn't bring on either Clark or Slater. And I brought Scott on, and I brought Scott and Chadwick on. When you need a goal, you don't bring on a defensive-minded midfielder. Jesus Christ. Hull could have done with Harvey Elliott on loan. Yes, we could have done, but Liverpool wouldn't have sent him to League One. That's why he's in the Championship. And that's why he's doing very well in the Championship. We need good pace strikers. Josh McGuinness and Eves, the stamina kicks in after 60 minutes, and we need a striker who can go the whole game. Both Eves and McGuinness are brilliant coming off the bench. They are both brilliant coming off the bench. Coming off the bench, they both have brilliant goal-to-game records. When you start them both, they can't do it from minute 1. They have to do it from about minute 60 or minute 65. When you bring them on, fresh injection of energy, injection of a bit of stamina, a body up front, that's when they thrive. What game Gavin White back? Gavin White is back in about 2 to 3 weeks. And then we can put him on the right, Keno on the left, Malik up top, as we like to do. I reckon once Keno gets his goal, his confidence will go right up. I agree. KLP shots were terrible yesterday. Yes, they were, and he could have had 2 against Portsmouth. He should have had a few against Portsmouth, but they scored 2 own goals. Is the very next comment. Yeah, Chase from Philadelphia, born in the USA. But Louis Cole will play because he is the captain now. That mean. Bring in Harry Kane. He's just signed for Barnsley permanently, and he's doing quite well for them. Dan Crowley does not attack. He will pass. He's a player expected to take on players like Grzycki used to. My player-on-player career is everything Hull would want and more. Marcus Maddison. I've said all I need to say on that. Let's have a look down at some of the newer comments, shall we? I'm not surprised if he's on K-Con Wi-Fi. Terrible. I've recently had new Wi-Fi installed. Actually, I had it installed about 2 weeks ago. This is that's the first problem I've had with it. It's been brilliant so far. Hull are a solid team, but sadly we know no better than the Championship. Well, with this manager, I don't think we're any better than the Championship. My cousin said you don't deserve the fame. That's his opinion, but whatever. We've got here Max Clark in now for Richie. That's fair. Bit rude. I think I'm talking sense here. Anyway. Would I take Billy Sharp if we got promoted this season? Anyone is better than McGuinness or Reeves. We've been linked with Billy Sharp in the past, and I would personally really, really like to have a striker of his ability. I think he's Sheffield United through and through, though, and he'll stay there because they're coming down, I think. And I think he'll stay there, take them back up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then down, until he retires. Endless cycle. Hi, Joe. Would you take back Abel and Sam Clucas? Of course I would. Who wouldn't take them back? I'd take them back faster than I can click my fingers. Maybe someone like Gary Medine from Blackpool if we get promoted, yeah? Luke Jeffcott from Plymouth. Even if we don't go up, if we're both still in this division, use our bigger club power to get the league's second highest scorer in Luke Jeffcott. Just do it. Just do it. If I go onto the latest table, or if I just share my screen again quickly, can you all see that? My display is telling me that you can. So, if we look at the league table, Plymouth down in 12th. They're not too far off, but they look very unlikely to come up, to go up to the Championship. So would I take Luke Jeffcott from them? Of course I would. Of course I'd take the league's third highest scorer. I'll have a look actually how far up the ranks he is in the League One scoring charts. He's the league's highest scorer. He's got 16 goals. He's got more than Johnson Clark Harris. He's got more than Joe Pigott. Joe Pigott's won AFC Wimbledon, 13 goals. He'd be absolutely fantastic for us. They're down near the bottom of the league and he's got 13 goals. He's the league's third highest goal scorer. Get him in. Someone like a Luke Jeffcott, someone like a Joe Pigott would be perfect because they can score goals. Luke Jeffcott is only 21 years old. He's only 21 years old. Joe Pigott is 27. Let's have a look. What are the heights actually? 177 centimetres. 177 centimetres in feet. Wait, Luke Jeffcott, he'd fit the system. He's 5'9", pacey little player. He'd fit the system. Judging by that logic, I'd assume Joe Pigott's only about 5'9", 5'9.5", because he's 183 centimetres. Get a player like that in. Luke Jeffcott at 21 years old would suit this team down to the ground. If we don't go up, even if we do or don't go up, as long as Plymouth don't go up, we can get him in. If we've got the budget, because the salary cap's been scrapped. Exactly what I was about to say, Sam Hughes. Tom Huddleston. We need a defensive midfielder. No salary cap anymore. Bring him here. Bring him to this club again. Ehab, get your checkbook out and get Luke Jeffcott in. You know what I'm saying? I'm repeating myself now. So I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. I'll see you very soon. Keep safe. Oh, would I bring back Curtis Davis? Of course I would. I'd bring back anyone from that era. Anyone, well, maybe not Hatter Ben Arthur, but close to anyone. We've spoken about Richie's injury, mate. We've spoken about that with sort of Max Clark sort of area and how we deputise for that. Whether it's with Crowley in the centre and playing with an attacking midfielder, not a defensive one. Whether it's Coyle going in there and Emmanuel going at right back. Whether it's Slater, Flores, Clark. Someone like that. Yeah. My cousin just said Joe Pigott is a pig. Whatever. Anyway, see you later, everyone. Have a good one. Keep safe. Goodbye.